Hello my lovelies. I've taken my glasses off so I can't see very well. Just out of the shower. Now it's a beautiful day outside. This isn't going to be my normal setup. I'm going to get set up in a different room where I'm facing the sun. This is just temporary measures for my first video. Now this morning I just had a shower and I just wet my face in the shower. I never wash my face in the shower. I don't like getting my skin wet. I just feel like I can't breathe when I'm in the shower. So I came out and I am going to, I did a light wash. So I took off everything that I had on last night. So now I'm just going to go straight into it. And what I'm going to go on with is, see, I can't read that. This is Original Skin Essence Tonic. It's chamomile what? Chamomile and aloe vera. Probably something else on there, but I don't know. Now when I'm putting on tonic water I used to think was what you do after you cleanse, tone, moisturise. I used to think toner was to take off the last of your makeup. It's not. It's to add benefits to your skin. So instead, now I've put it in a cotton pad and trying to take off the last bit of makeup, I put it onto my hands and I tap it onto my face. This is actually toner's beneficial for your skin. You don't want to be wiping it off. It's not to take off makeup. So that was me definitely corrected in that one. Okay, so there's a light wee toner. Now I normally have a fan and I'm not organised. So I'll just bit of paper, let that dry in. Now what I have here is a few products from The Ordinary, which is really, really affordable. I watch James and Robert Welsh online, and I think just James's skincare, Robert's makeup, and between the two of them, it's like a perfect amalgamation of advice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on with Ordinary 2% salicylic acid, and this is my first time using it. I just literally got it yesterday. Like I said, the products are really, really affordable. You're talking like under maybe 5 quid. So I don't know how to use this. I don't know what to do with this. I think maybe I'll just put 1 or 2 drops on my hands if I can. I'm going to go on with just a wee squirt. You can barely see it. So I'm just going to, this is for shedding dead skin cells and shedding the top layer of skin and decreasing redness and swelling. So we'll see if this does anything for my rosy cheeks. And the puffiness around my eyes. Now, I'm not going right in like I would with an eye cream. I'm just putting it here, a wee bit on the outside. And when I do eyes, I do like around that whole area because like you get all your wee fine lines around here. So that's that. We've tried that for the first time. That's our 2% salicylic acid. Now the next thing that I want to try is, there is a hydrating one here. Hydrating. Okay, this is marine hyaluronics. I'm dying to try this. This is hydrating, giving the optimum moisture levels on your skin. It's again from The Ordinary, really affordable, like shockingly affordable. I was delighted when I seen this because normally when bloggers are talking about skin products, it can be quite expensive, but James is amazing. So a wee bit of that on and just again pat that on, just to get it right under my pores. Right on. Now, so that's that. So I've done toner and I've done 2 products from The Ordinary. I'm not going to do anything more fancy. Now at the minute I am just going to go in with, I always like to do this. This is Hyaluron. I get this in Boots, Dairy. I think it was about £12 something maybe, but in between layers, it's just amazing because there's extra, it soothes and hydrates and brightens and it does all that in one go. Plus it helps, probably, I don't know if it helps activate your other products, but I like to think that when there's a wee bit of moisture, if the product's going on, it's bringing a wee bit of moisture on with it. I could be right, I could be wrong, I don't know. So on top of that then, I'm going to go straight in with this retinol serum. I get this up in Pound Shop in Derry. It was 6 quid. And I think it's 2.5 or 2%. 2% retinol. Retinol, as we all know, is good for those fine lines. So put a bit of that on. Oh, it's lovely. Now, your face is going to feel really slippy after you do this. I even press this under my eyes. I don't have oily skin. In fact, I'm not 100% sure what type of skin I have. It's kind of, can get dry patches times. I don't really get spotty, but I will get the odd spot, you know. So for there, the next thing I'm going to go on with is sun cream, but I'm going to pause you while this dries and I'll be straight back. Okay, so that's more or less dried now. It's just slightly tacky. I'm actually going to go on with a simple, just nice and simple, just a wee tiny bit of the moisturiser, just to lock in the last bit of that wee moisture in my skin. Just rub it over my hands, pat it in. You don't have to pat, you can rub, you can do whatever you want. This is just what I like to do. No, we pat and a rub. I'm keeping that away from my eyes this time. I don't want my moisturiser on my eyes. Now, I always like to rub it under my elbows. So I always think people forget their elbows, and sometimes you can have a really hydrated looking face and these big scabby dry elbows. So we'll try and avoid the scabby dry elbows. Now, I will be straight back with sunscreen. I have to go and get it. And she's back. Okay, so what I have here, I only have minis. I get Birchbox or a Glossy Box. Actually, I think I might get both. Now this one is for the lips. I don't know about you, but my lips in the sun, my lips don't necessarily get dry, but I do get a lot of hyperpigmentation around. It's like nearly I get a tan mustache. So I rub this in. It's really funny looking at yourself rubbing at it in the reflection, because it's like, oh dear, it's the wrong side. But anyway, it's not the wrong side, it's the right side. I like to rub that around there just to stop me getting that hyperpigmentation in my lips. And I'm not going to rub it on, I'm just going to pat it there all around my lips and just let that sit. Everything extra goes onto an arm or an elbow. I don't like wasting product on just tapping it on face cloths or towels or anything, you know. It's just like, why waste it? Rub it under your knees. Any bit of skin that's available there, just rub it on. Now this one is, oh sorry, actually that one was SPF. Oh shit, I can't write that. I can't even wear contacts because of dry eyes. That's only SPF 15. It's not great. I would like it to be higher, but like I said, it's one I got in a Glossy Box. I've only started this whole skincare stuff. Now this one for my eyes is great because it's SPF 50 plus. I do, if even through my sunglasses, I will get really dry, upper and lower lids. I mean really dry. So I like to give this a really good coating. I know you're probably looking thinking she's bloody mental, look at the much. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be going out to the front street. Oh, not the front street, because I love down the wee far. I'd rather be going out the back to the pigs and the goats and the chucks and ducks with big blue eyes than come home the night, get in the night and then have to bloody go mad with eye cream then for the next couple of days. Now, just rub it down. I don't care where I rub it. As long as that whole eye area, that's your whole eye area there, down under that socket. That's my new kittens. I don't know if you hear them. I have 5 cats, and the little Persian one that I have had 4 kittens. Unfortunately, the wee runt of the litter, while we were bottle feeding her and everything, she was like a third of the size of the other 3. And we took her to the vet. She wasn't breathing properly, and unfortunately the vet had to help her go to sleep. That broke my heart. But she's planted in the garden in one of my brand new favourite climbers. I bought a beautiful climber with a lovely metal archy thing for it to climb up. It's beautiful, it's full of flowers, so she's planted in there. Now the next sun cream that I have isn't here. I'll be back. Sorry. Do you know what? It was actually sitting right in front of me. This is another one. This is Ultra Sun for face, and it's only 30. I would prefer it 50. But like I said, this is just me starting on my skin journey, because now I'm 47 and I'm looking at a lot of changes in my skin. And while I'm going to glow old gracefully, glowing up gracefully I called it, didn't I? But I have ordered a sunscreen for my face. I can't remember which one I ordered, but obviously if I ordered it, it was really affordable. So this is my SPF 30 going on the rest of my face. I know it's probably not enough sunscreen, but you know, I only have that wee tiny tube. I think it's like 15 mils or something, if even. So another thing, a good thing about your sunscreen, I put on sunscreen now every single day, even whether I'm going out or not. You can be sitting beside a window and still be getting the UV rays. So I like to put on a wee bit of sunscreen every day, and also what it does is it acts sort of like your primer. Maybe a lot of you don't use primer. I didn't. It's only a recent thing for me again, watching James and Robert, that I thought, you know, the primer makes your makeup last longer, keeps it more hydrated, it protects your skin. There's a barrier there for your skin. A whole lot of different wee things the primer does. I'll tell you now because I've something written down here. Primer, blurring primer, can blur out your pores, blurs any wee imperfections, and helps your makeup last longer. So the one I have here that I got recently is the Ordinary one, from the Ordinary brand, and again, really affordable. You'll love these products. Well, I don't know if we're going to love them because we're just trying them now, but here we are. This is the sunscreen on. I'm going to go away, get a cup of coffee, and when this sinks in nicely, I'm going to come back and I'm going to just put on the lightest little bit of makeup. There's kind of, you're probably thinking, what's the point? The point is just that I want to show you some stuff today, you know. It means then when I come to do my nighttime routine tonight, with maybe some of these new products again, we can be doing it together. So I'll be back. I'm pausing you again. Hi everyone, I'm back. I'm sorry this video ended up going into 2 videos, so hopefully when I'm getting them put together it'll work. So this could be just part 2. Just an update, I put the special sunscreen in my eyes, and when I was out having the coffee, my eyes stung like crazy. Now I thought it's formulated for your eyes, it shouldn't stink, but I do remember when I was putting it on, I put on far too much, so my fault, my bad. I'm not going to blame the sunscreen. So now I'm just going to do a very light look because I'm going to be out in the garden today and I'm going to be spending time in the sun. So I'm going to take a little bit of eye primer. Now you'll have to forgive me because I have a mirror beside you here. A little bit of eye primer. I'm not going to be putting much of anything on, like I said, but I do like to give my eyes a wee primer. One, because it makes your eyeshadow go on the colour it's meant to go on, for one, and it also helps it stay longer. So a little bit of primer. I like to swipe it. Actually, you know what I really like to do is put the primer on there as well, where you would put your highlighter or concealer, sorry. So yeah, I'm just going to do that quickly. Just a wee bit of eye primer, and it's not expensive. I think it was £6 on Amazon. Okay, now my face feels tacky enough, but what I'm going to do is I got a new, yep, here it is. I got this from Elf. So because I have my skin looks quite red, I would have a wee bit of rosacea in my cheeks, but because of the red broken capillaries that I have on my face because of the disease scleroderma, I'm going to try a wee bit of this. It's a primer, but it's a green colour. So I'm going to put that here where I have really large pores. It's okay to do all this over the top of your sunscreen once your sunscreen has settled. So I'll just put that there. Like everything else, I just rub it in. No point in wasting it. Even if that's primer, it doesn't matter. Now, okay, so the next thing now I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do, sorry, is I had to take out all the big brushes from my makeup brushes because I literally cannot see any of the other brushes once I take my glasses off, so hopefully this will help. Now, what am I looking for? I am looking for my wee flat corner brush to do, well actually this is the one here, this is broken, but I have this year's. And this is the one I normally do my eyebrows with. I just do my eyebrows now. This was the colour here that I used to wear. It was very light brown, but since I dyed my hair pink, I'm tending to go a bit darker. I was going with this, but I sort of tap on both now, and then I just do the very lightest wee bit just. I haven't plucked or shaped my eyebrows since the pandemic started, so you're talking 3 years ago. But I did get my eyes, now you have to forgive me too, I have a wild bad memory. I did get my eyebrows tattooed, whatever you call that. It'll come back to me. With Lee Fitzpatrick up in Natural Touch in Derry. She is great, really, really great. And she gave me nice, natural looking, what do you call that again now? It's not microblading. Is it microblading? It might be microblading. But ever since I got that done, I haven't had to pluck. I haven't had to go and get them coloured. I have done absolutely nothing. So I just do this wee bit of powder on my eyes. And the reason I do my eyes first is one, if I get any fallout, which I never do because I don't wear that much, it's easy covered, and also it gives the primer time to sink into my face. What I used to do is I used to have to open everything with my dress. I used to put makeup on straight after primer, and it pilled, it went all crumbly. Just a wee eyebrow gel. Now that's gone brown because I just dip in and out. Oh, obviously it's not hygienic, but I'm not the kind of person who can just afford to go out and buy all this stuff brand new. So I will use this until it's done, and then that's it. So just a wee tiny bit on my eyebrows. So see, this is only just a wee look just for going out in the sun if you were sitting with friends or anything. It's not anything glam. Now, what I have is, I have this, sorry about the glasses. This is Max Factor Radiant Lift. It's a long-lasting radiance, and it's got all day hydration with an SPF 30 in it. I do have a lighter one, which is a BB cream. But just for the sake of this being my first video, I am going to use a little of this, because a little goes a long way for me when it comes to makeup. Not even a full pump, I would say. So I just do my wee dots. I don't do concealer first or anything, and I'll show you why. So, oh, by the way, this is my first time using a sponge. I should have said that. I tried a sponge years ago, and I always decided, no, I don't like them. But I didn't know you had to wet them. And then watching people use them online, I'm like, oh, right, okay, I must try that. So this is my first time actually wetting a sponge and using it. See, now I know you can't see either. I will get a better setup. I can't see this side of my face because of the way the light does. This is, oh, now look, I have a wee pimple coming up there. We'll do that. We'll put something on that tonight to experiment and see if it's how it looks tomorrow. I would say to see if it's the way. I went over my eye there and I didn't mind it. So that wee tiny bit of foundation, like I say, it's got an SPF 30 on it as well. So I'm happy enough with that. It seems to be just giving me, excuse me, dear, just still look. Very light, which is all I want. Like, there's not much covered there. I can still see my freckles. I can still see my broken capillaries, unfortunately. Now, but all I want is something light, just for sitting out in the sun. I'm going to put you back there now. Another new product that I got is this Maybelline Instant Age Eraser. So we're going to try this to see what it does here. As if it's even coming out. It looks like it's going to be too dark. Now, I apologise for looking the other way, but see, this is only, I got this yesterday along with my the original. Was it the original? Well, whatever they would call it. The original, yeah, the original. So I like to go down here. I like to go down here. Now that one there, my nose, I'll do extra there. I like to do on here because when in there it's bright, now I wear glasses, and of course I'm going to have sunglasses on, but it doesn't matter. I still like to brighten in there because it just makes your face that wee bit glowier. I'm not going to do anything else with concealer. I think that's enough. As like I said, I'm just going outside. Now my sponge were the same side that I had that on. I'm just going to tap that in really quickly. I don't want to be overworking it or anything, because then I think it sort of rubs most of it away. So as quick as you can, just tap, tap, tap. Tapping's better than rubbing. One, you don't want to be dragging your skin unnecessarily at any time. And two, it just seems to make the product look a lot smoother. So now I have to lift this off again, I'm sorry. And I know I'm doing this all very quick, but I don't know how to edit videos or anything yet. So this probably is going to go on forever. I'm going to get my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, sorry, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, I'm going to get someone to show me how to edit videos. Now, so done eyes, done that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is a wee bit of bronzer. Now the bronzer I have been using is here. It's Wander. Again, it was one that I got in a Birchbox or Glossybox, I'm not sure. Now, where I like to do my bronzer quite high, just like a wee bit above, my cheekbones are quite high anyway, but I like to do it sort of just on or slightly above the cheekbone, because it lifts your face. You know, the lower down you do your bronzer, or if you were doing, there's another wee pimple, if you were doing that stuff where you put all the lines around your face. The names all come back to me eventually, you know. But anyway, the higher up you put it, you're giving yourself a mini facelift. Just a wee bit of that round the bronze, a wee bit there, sculpting. It's not sculpting either, there isn't any. I'm sure someone will send me a message and tell me what it does. I know what it is. It's just that it's not what I'm doing at the minute. So I do it around my lips, because a wee bit of colour around your lips makes your pout come out. Make the pout come out. A wee bit just on certain parts of my nose. I don't do the whole nose. So that's probably going to do it there. I also like to take a nice fluffy brush, because we're doing a nice natural look today. And I'll take a wee bit of that and just go on my eye socket. Not in the socket, just on the line above the socket there, because we're doing a nice natural look just to go out in the sun with. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to blend that in. That's another thing that your eye primer does, is it stops anything in your brow from creasing. You know, if you really put concealer in your eyelids, I guarantee you when you close your eye and go to put on your makeup, you have creases. Your eye primer will not crease. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee. It probably is 90% of a guarantee, depending on how much you put on. So that's my bronzer. I've put a wee bit on my face and a wee bit just in certain places around my lips. You probably can hardly see that, but it doesn't matter. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is my blusher. If I can find my wee brush. I had it in my hand there. It's a wee angled one for the blusher. And I'm going to go with Life's a Peach. I do like the peach blusher. I do like pink too. Pink really goes with my hair. But today I'm just going to go with Life's a Peach. Putting that right up there under my temple. I just think it's where I like to put. I used to put my blusher, used to smile and do it right in the apples of my cheeks, which are quite big. But I don't do that anymore. I just like to put a wee bit in there. Maybe a wee bit there, and a wee bit there, and a wee bit in my chin. And then I'm going to go, with that again. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put that in my bottom socket. So the colours that I'm using in my eyes are the exact same colours I have on my face. So everything's going to be sort of blended in together and look all the same tones and It's going to look nice and natural. There was a wee bit of crease in there. That was probably because of the sunscreen that I caked my eye in and stung my eyes like mad. So that's that. As you can see, that just looks nice. Now, I have to just take a wee look now, make sure. Yeah, not too much, perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, I do like, this is just an eyeshadow, and I do like in the inside of my eyes, I do like that to be a wee bit brighter. So I'm going to take a nice small brush, if I can find one. Honest to God, see, brush using, I don't know what kind of put it there. That wee one there with a wee spongy tip on it, that's the one I normally use. So I just bring that in there. I don't know who makes this Cella, but there's so much fallout when I tap on it, it's ridiculous. I would say by the time that white's done, half it would probably have been on the floor. I wouldn't be buying it again, I wouldn't be rushing to buy it again. And it's not that I'm dabbing too hard, because I definitely don't do that. Now, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. But you like to see the white. See, this eye always looks nice on this eye. But then again, sure, every side of your face is different. You know, so we just do what we can. Now I'm going to get a nice soft brush now, and I'm going to, and on that, that's good, just blend this, just do my circles, just blend it out, blend them two colours together, and then under the inside. Don't want to blend too much of that white away, so again, wee circles, blend it up, always blend it up, because if you blend down, it brings your eyes down. And you want them to look as lifted as possible, especially when you're my age. Now the last wee thing I'm going to do, I'm nearly done, I promise, is a small bit of powder. Just for any really shiny areas. And the only reason why I'm shining today, right enough, no, it's the makeup, because I always have a bit of a shine. I do it there, I do it there, I do it there, and there, and there. That's all I do, and then I'll rub it like it's gone out of fashion. But I am going to add some sparkly stuff. What do you call that? Shimmer? Is it shimmer? Now, by the time I do this, you can see that my eyebrows sort of lose their colour a wee bit. That's all I want to do there. It's just simple. So I might have to go back. I'll just go back on with the gel stuff. You see, I don't need to go back on with any colour. But what the gel's doing is just wetting them again and making them look, putting that colour back on. Now, I'm going to take the blush that I used, the brush, sorry. I don't really want to take that actually, if I didn't know, a fluffy brush. Not that many fluffy brushes, right? This one hasn't been used ever. I got a set of brushes on Amazon, I think they were £12. Maybe they were cheaper. There was cheaper ones too, but I think I got a bigger set. Now the eye, you might get fallout down there with the white, but I actually like that. Now this is a shimmer by something. I don't have a clue. Again, it's one that I got in a Birchbox or a Glossy Box. And I'm not being sponsored by Birchbox or Glossy Box or anything like that. I don't get free products from anyone. I am just doing what I do, just for the crack. Just tap, 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 tap. I don't want too much. A wee bit there, just if there's anything left. You know, just on top of the wee bit there and a wee bit there. Now, I normally don't do anything under the eyes, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get a wee corner brush, or it's not a corner brush, it's just a wee one of these, and I'm going to go on to, I don't want to go onto my bronzer actually, I'm going to go onto my eye thing, and I'm going to just lightly, very lightly tap in that dark brown. I'm not going to tap in the blacky brown, and I'm just going to bring this in here. The reason being is I can't wear, I can't put mascara on my bottom eyelashes, because the eyelashes at the bottom are so fair and so awkward that I just can't do it. So I'm going to do that. Now when I hold it here, I'm going to blink and pull it up. Always pulling it up. I'll do the same with the other side. Get it flat and pull up. Pull up. Now I'll bring that on there. that. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Okay, now I have to blend that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my fingers and I'm going to push up lightly like that. I water a lot under my eyes during the day. A lot. So anything that I put under my eyes is normally off by early afternoon anyway. Now, I'm going to push them in. Now, at the end of that, I like to use a setting spray. 1 second. I just had to get a pump bottle that worked. I got sent, it was, again, Glossy Box or the other one, not sponsored. This is Nip and Fab, and as you can see, that pump sticks. So this wee one that I had is finished. So I'm going to pour this on here. I'm not going to be defeatist over a faulty pump. Pour this on here, and I do have one, a setting spray with like a glowy shimmer to it. But I just decided yesterday that I was going to be brave and do this, so I'm totally unorganised. Apologies for that. But anyway, so I'll do the setting spray now. This wee pump works great. I love a setting spray. I normally actually do it before I put on makeup, but not when I'm just doing my sun makeup. Whew, that was nice. Now, I have loads of other products that I've just got new that I haven't showed you. I've got new foundations to try, full coverage, medium coverage. I've got different sponges to use, different brushes to use, different eyeshadows to use. So in the upcoming videos, I will be doing all of that with you. Now, I'm just going to fire this on here because it's sitting in front of me. I'm not going to go all out with lip liner and gloss. So this is just a nice coloured gloss. I think this is L'Oreal. I think I get this. Now, I wouldn't go out to a drugstore, a chemist or whatever, a big chemist, and I wouldn't be purchasing L'Oreal because it's not within my budget. This I would have found probably in the pound shop. Right, I'm going to go on now with, this is all new to me too. It's a skin toned eyeliner. So I'm going to put this in my waterline. Hopefully, I think I used to use a white one in here, and it just makes your eyes nice and bright. Again, like I will in future videos, I will try a darker colour for you, just to let you see that I'm not lying when I say that I can't use anything on my lowers. I can do a wee bit on my lowers, but as I say, we're here to experiment, we're here to have fun, and we're here to try. Just send me all your questions and answer, or questions, send me your questions and answers. That would be great. The last thing then is just a wee bit of mascara. Obviously waterproof. This is, and my partner buys me, this is Lancome, I think. My partner always buys me a good mascara for Christmas. He buys me, the same we said, it's Lancome, and it's a full mascara with 3 or 4 wee minis, and the wee minis have different brushes. And I really like this really pointy brush because I can get right in there. I am the worst, since I lost the finger, that's another story, we'll talk about that. I have struggled putting on mascara, really struggled, as in it goes everywhere. And I normally ruin the whole makeup look. I've never worn false lashes. I've tried, I haven't succeeded. But I have bought some corner lashes that we will try in another video. And yeah, I would say that's us done there. Just a nice, I'm going to lift my phone now, and I'm going to bring you over to the light. Probably not a good idea because you'll see everything, but then again, that's what we're here for. We're here to bear all and see everything. If you like what I do, leave a comment, leave a love, or whatever you do. I haven't a clue. So this is my Day Glow see if you can see the wee bit of shimmer in my cheeks, just a wee bit. I'm just going to let my hair dry naturally today because it's so warm outside. I'll flip you around. I can't flip you around, I don't know how to do it. But this is my day glow for a nice sunny day. Be safe, and I'll talk to you all soon. I'm probably going googly, but I don't think, I hope I'm not. I'll put my glasses back on because, you know, I can see better. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon, folks. Thank you for watching, and congratulations if you made it to the end of this video.